Salihu Musa Shaibu, a taxi driver with over 15 years of experience in the transport business, has witnessed the fluctuations of fuel prices for over a decade. He used to fill his tank with 150 Ghana cedis and make profits of at least 350 Ghana cedis in the past, but the situation has changed. Despite the continuous decline in fuel prices during the first quarter of 2023, Salihu Musa Shaibu mentions that it has had negligible impact on his business.
In fact, it's very, very serious now. The price we are buying fuel now is too much. And it's really affecting our business because you work, maybe by the end of the day, you buy about 4 gallons. That's the minimum. You buy about 4 gallons. You understand? So this 4 gallons is about almost 400. You see, and it says, it's really affecting us. Spend about 150 cedis, and by the end of the day, you get about 400 or 350. Maybe if you deduct your sales about 70, 80, you get something home. But now, all the money that we get goes to fuel. We can't compare. We just take it like that. It's irrelevant, but what do we do? We'll take it like that.
In light of a communique issued that asked drivers to reduce transport fares by 10% effective Wednesday, May 17, Salihu Musa Shaibu expresses his preference for maintaining the old fares. However, he acknowledges that he has no option but to comply.
You would have wished that the reduction didn't come in terms of transport?
Yes, I would have wished so. You see, but my problem is they should focus on the other items apart from the fuel.
Fuel prices consistently declined during the first 2 months of 2023 and in the first pricing window of April. However, prices were adjusted upwardly in the second pricing window of April. The first and second pricing windows in May, on the other hand, have seen a significant reduction in fuel prices. For instance, a litre of petrol, which was previously sold at 12 cedis 64 pesos at leading oil marketing company Goil, is now being sold at 12 cedis 30 pesos. Similarly, a litre of diesel previously sold at 12 cedis 64 pesos is now selling at 12 cedis 30 pesos as well. The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, COPEC, believes that a drop in fuel prices was expected due to the fall in the price of crude oil on the international market. They predict that there will be a further reduction in the fuel prices in June as Ghana secures its IMF deal.
With the IMF coming in, there's every possibility, every indication that yes, the first pricing window of June should see a significant drop in fuel prices because our city will be stable by then, and we are also picking up indications that gasoline on the international market per our benchmarks, per the international benchmarks will also be going down, and that should push prices at the pumps also down. Unfortunately, I cannot agree with government on the policy of a good for oil making any significant gains as far as prices at the pumps are concerned. I can tell you for a fact, though, that good for oil has absolutely nothing to do with the prices at the pumps that we are witnessing. Indeed, some of the OMCs have indicated that the product that is brought in do not meet their required standards. Some of them use RON 95. You go to Bust, and what they have is about RON 92, RON 90.
Meanwhile, some commuters who spoke to Citi News regarding the directive to reduce transport fares by 10% indicate that they expect a smooth implementation of the new fares to prevent conflict with drivers.
The drivers need to be fair so that when the passengers board the car, they need to tell them the new prices. So I think it's going to cut all this confusion and stuff. But if they are not fair, these confusions are going to raise up. So I think they need to be fair to us so that everything will be okay tomorrow.
The Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU, has advised drivers to comply with the expected reduction in transport fares while urging passengers not to engage in conflict with drivers.
I will appeal to the passengers. They are our customers. They are the raw materials we use to operate. Without them, the transport union, the drivers, and the owners cannot work. So what we are pleading with them that they should listen to us. They shouldn't use their own calculator to calculate what they're supposed to pay. in some cases, when they first come out like this, when you work there may be some fractions. Maybe, I will use this one as an example. It may be that they will charge you 4 cedis, 54 pesos. But they will decide that the 54 pesos will create a problem, so they will remove the 54 and charge you 4 cedis, 50 pesos. The only advice I have for my drivers is that they should not try to be wiser than the public. We are begging them. They should stick to what we have come out with.
Duncan Amwa, the executive secretary of COPEC, states that drivers of ride-hailing apps must also reduce their fares as fuel prices reduce.
We are also looking at a situation where the online transport operators will stick with these directives and ensure that the teeming Ghanaian commuting public who depend on their services will not be charged way more than the private transport operators have done. So it should cut across. Fuel prices have come down. The last time we reduced transport fares, fuel was around 15. Now it's 10, 11, maximum 12. There's been some significant reduction. So if fares are going down, we would wish that not only would GPRTU and the VIP guys go down, but the online transport operators should also make a deliberate effort to ensure that their commuting clients also get the needed adjustment downwards.